Hey, in about 14 hours I gotta make a tier list, but hey Jordan, also I would like to explain that I made some mistakes, which is why this video is probably not gonna have an end screen, because boy, I messed up run recording and I messed up one bad. But we'll get into, well, we gotta be Haru, but Azal medical history, character specific perks, and we'll do some Haru stuff, and after this recording I definitely need to grab a lot of, at least, at minimum, make the tier list, but I'd like to at least get the character perks as well, which is what I'm currently doing around this recording as well. What am I trying to do? Oh, okay. Azal Haru, by the way. And I already forgot the backstory. Boy, I wish I was streaming. Anywho, no, medical history, yeah. So, medical history, Azal. So, as we get, for timestamp's sake, as we get into Azal medical history character exclusive Haru perks, hey, it's my main, quote-unquote, main Haru. And I say quote-unquote because I'm quoting myself. Light second encounter, knowledge, charisma, Takushi-san, and maybe a strength check. But my favorite character to play, even when he was very, very weak about 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago? Anywho. Yeah, we might have the strength check, but I'm just going to accept 5 reason and 3 stamina damage because Haru reasons. And yeah, away we go. So, yeah, you know, a kind of mini review on Haru. If you want me to, you know, go deeper into the Haru video. Though... the tier list, sorry, because on the tier list, I mean, I will be taking time as well, but if you want to see Haru in action, I guess future Jordan would have referred to this video. And then the Miku one as well, because I like playing Ms. Miku as well, but hey, look at that guy, look at how snappy he dresses. Anywho, I didn't get anything from the cupboard, did I? Well, hey. So, yeah, pretty much a Haru review, and let's get into it. I mean, he was really, really weak. You did not have the vending machines, you did not have Hard Knock, you did not have prepare for cigarette case, so you were already missing out on a lot. And for those who don't know, Hard Knock adds a point of damage. And you always had 1 pack of cigarettes, but without the vending machines, boy, was it a tricky bit to try and get more cigarettes without spending too much doom, especially when Harbinger came out. Sailor's Footage, Festival, Scissors, and Akamanto. That being said, specifically for Haru, as we get to the item Azal rule, I forgot what I was going to say. But anywho, Haru was really, really weak when the game first released on early access to the public. Basically was first made available to the public. And then afterward, as we're doing Timeline A Scissors, which I'll talk about in a moment. Yeah, afterwards, he got better with the addition of vending machines. I forgot if Harbinger came out after at least one Haru buff. Because Haru got the Hard Knock, which is the, I would call the direct buff he got, and then he got indirectly buffed with the addition of vending machines. I want to say Hard Knock was added sometime after either vending machines or Prepare, unless both Prepare and vending machines came out at the same time. But basically, he got a whole bunch of stuff that makes him a lot better. Not that he was absurdly weak, but I would definitely not argue if someone called him one of the weakest 3 characters. That's how big a jump Haru has. And in fact, Haru could even be top 5 because of certain things, but he does still have some very glaring weak points that I need to remember at the moment, because I want to talk about Scissors and Haru stuff. So, Haru specifically, I did this in a recent... or at sometime near the tail end of the Harbinger horror series, but basically, if you see Scissors first and if you know you're going to be on Timeline A, or you have a chance of being on Timeline A, then what you can do is immediately take Scissors first and grab arguably, not really arguably, I think it's pretty much guaranteed, one of the strongest weapons in the game that you can get on Harbinger again. So what I was going to say earlier, which connects to my point now, is that playing as... Shoot! I forgot what I was going to say! No! Well, anywho, I'm doing this recording live, so... What was I going to say? Now I'm really sad. Oh my goodness. I had it in my mind, but I wanted to connect to what I was trying to say earlier, so now I've forgotten twice. But, anywho... Curse Scissors is pretty good. It's pretty good. And if you can get it, Haru has an easier time because while he doesn't have an immediate good weapon, he does have the power of Hard Knock, which allows you to do some cool things, which include brace into kicking, because here with the wooden bat, even with the nicotine rush buff, we might not be fast enough to put out a guaranteed wooden bat attack. Actually, we can, so never mind, I lied. That being said, I could opt to do this as well. This is more damage, but there is a chance of missing both kicks, really, so we're just going to brace, prep, attack. That way we don't have to think about the Scissor Woman raising her scissors. I can just take 3 all damage and be on my merry little way. So yeah, that being said, we are on medical history, which is gonna hurt me the longer I'm in an encounter, but for the moment, we're doing pretty good. Do I just want to do this? Gamble on a 9 and throw the bat? I'll go for an option select here. Okay, good, because if I missed one of them, I would have thrown the bat. If I missed 2, then I was still gonna throw the bat, but I was hoping that wasn't the case. Anywho, moving on. So we've completed a mystery. We got 14% Doom because I forgot about the Azal rule. But this is still even not that bad. But I do have to remember about the... was that experience rule or was that the item rule? I feel like that was the item rule. Why am I going crazy here? More Azal madness, but really, if I get the injury perk, that just happens to be very bad RNG. But we'll see if we get it. And let's actually just level up here immediately. Boo-hoo our luck, but hey, I'm gonna actually reroll once here and get nothing. Well, we get Yakuza card, which no one else ever uses. I'm the only one who would probably use this. Gambling on the chance that I get an item that I can sell that you normally would not be able to do. No, actually, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, you can sell that. That's the biggest buff here because usually you're not shopping in the middle of the run, and the only way you're gonna get Yakuza card early is if for some reason you do the History Club for whatever reason, but you can. I think there's one very specific thing you might be able to do, aside from Chainsaw, but I'm forgetting it at the moment. Anyway, footage, Akamanto Festival, and Sailors. We'll take Sailors last, we'll save Akamanto for third, and then we get the experience roll, so thank goodness we had Scissors and Akamanto. But we're not out of the woods yet. We'll check the History Club really quickly just in case. None of these are really too great. CQC training if I get the semi-auto, which I could get, but that I'm not going to do that. So what we are instead going to do is prepare twice, and maybe we run into funds later on, which is why I'm only going to do this once. We'll need more cigarettes, but for the moment, 2 packs will hold us for about 2 or 3 mysteries. Afterward, though, we'll have to see. So, I think off we go after the police station, my bad. Seaside Mansion, and we have Sailors, so I guess I'll do Seaside. Akamanto, I forgot what the other two... No, Festival, yeah, Festival, Akamanto, and we'll just set the Seaside. The Mansion is not... well, either way. Sailors, you have just as many Mansion as Seaside. Maybe a bit more Seaside, but I don't care at this point. So away we go. That being said, I do need to remember to store all of my items by the end of this run, because otherwise I'm just going to give myself more Doom for no reason. Really, that's what it comes down to. There are some times in... okay, well, we put the patrols in the mansion. We might as well investigate twice here. But you might as well store all of your items. I'm trying to think of a time when you would not want... this is not a Haru review video at the moment, but bear with me as I theorize here. Actually... okay, never mind. Okay, we're just good then. That being said, a small little plus for Haru is he does start off with a bit more perception. But that's not really too much. That does give him a chance to get the katana, as opposed to other characters who have 4 or 3, and that extra 1 or 2 stats in perception can mean the difference between getting the katana or not. Or it significantly, well, it does increase their odds, not to a significant degree, but it's by no small version either, and in fact, I'll do that. Katana may not always, well, for unlucky people, it may not always be the jackpot, but it does pretty good. That being said, do I want to get rid of this dexterity injury? I'll think about it. It's not hurting us at the... well, actually, we have the katana. It is hurting us. So, what is this injury again? Bear with me for a moment while I do this stuff. Oh, I need to turn this medical kit into 2 bandages. And then get rid of this. Not so bad. There are a few... more than a few major injuries, sorry, that are pretty bad. But... what I wanted to say for the bandage is that there are quite a lot of bad minor injuries as well, so you might as well do a thing. Ooh, I have the Yakuza card. I lose reason for it, but I can get another pack of cigarettes, so really, I go plus from that. Mostly because I'm Haru and I have the cigarette case and Hard Knock, but hey. Which, on a tangent, you can give Hard Knock to your custom characters, and they will benefit more from Nicotine Rush. Whether it's for immersion or just for gameplay purposes, that's for you to decide, but hey. Can I do anything else here? I mean, sure. Can I just slash really hard? Yeah, I can. And that's real 14 damage, and we'll move on. That being said, okay, so before we exit this, let's do this. Is there anything else? No, experience roll, so we're just gonna take, like, yeah, 6 Doom here. Yeah, that wasn't great. I took a lot more Doom than I needed to. I could be at 40% Doom right now, but meh. So be it. We will level up by the end of Akamanto here. The problem is that we are going to keep eating Doom in the face. So let's actually take out a lot of this stuff. And get our cigarette case back. That way we can actually do something with our life. But let's also grab another pack of cigarettes, and this usually should last you the whole run, unless you have, like, Footage, Bulletin, and or Household Hell back-to-back. That's all I have to say. I think I'll just eat the 2 all damage here. Yeah. I might be able to brace into something tricky, but let's just not roll any RNG while we're sitting here, and we can lower Doom with the Occult Diary. Perfectly fine for the moment, but hey... No other Haru perks, that's fine too, I guess. Perception, what else would I need? The only real reason I would take Arsenal, I think you use it maybe somewhere? Is there a base event that uses it? I don't remember. I'm just gonna increase strength. I could increase dexterity as well, but I like bracing, hey. And as for Haru, yeah, Haru does have a bit more strength than most characters anyway, so it does do him well to... Let me just make sure I'm not down here. To build into strength, which... Oddly enough, there are more than a few good strength weapons, at least good weapon, and then there's the Monkey Wrench. I think there's one more very, very good strength weapon, if we're not counting the change to Chainsaw, which is now a dexterity perception weapon. I don't remember because I don't use it anymore, but you get the point. The hardware store is very, usually a popular place, but that's not to say you can't use other stores. I do have a bias towards other stores because they haven't worked well for me before in the past. So let's take let's equip this Demon Mask so it doesn't apply to the Exalt penalty. We're gonna lose about 4 or 5% Doom at least by the end of at the end of this mystery, and yeah. No, we can't run away. Our Doom still increases less if we fight that encounter than if we were to run away. That's all I'm really trying to say here. That being said, are we gonna be okay here, by the way? Yeah, this should be guaranteed, right? This is real 22? Yeah. And we get bonus damage, but the point was that we did the thing. So now we stored the cigarette case because otherwise, shenanigans. But I think we might be able to one-shot Akamanto here? Do I do 15 damage? Is this real? Well, I'm gonna brace just to be certain. I'm just gonna brace to be, you know, safe. If we can hit this kick, we might be able to do a thing. We get cut artery for our trouble, but hey. And I think this actually, we don't even need to use the handcuffs here because you take like 29 damage. I forgot to do something. I had the handcuffs, so that increased my Doom by a lot, but we can equip this Crestfallen Mask, be perfectly fine. And if we do have Festival, we're okay. Also, experience roll, that's right. That's why my Doom is increasing by so much. Oh. But I think we have Festival and then Sailors, right? Yeah. So let's do Festival, funds, but that doesn't really matter. In fact, holding on to the funds is better because out of funds still exist. I feel like that's something that's often being forgotten. Now, we are suffering from the cut artery, but we can do this. That counts as an investigation, I guess, because you go into an event, so it kind of makes sense. Does this count as well, then? No. But we do get more healing done if we do that, so... I think cut artery is guaranteed stamina loss, right? It is. So, that's unfortunate because I'm pretty sure it's a major injury. Yeah, it is. And then I just took more... Why? Why, Strength? Why? Well, I can't. So, yeah, we just have to do what we can. I think this level up, we have to increase our stamina, otherwise we definitely die. But, quick thinking would have been nice. But I may want to kick later on, so yeah, we're not doing that. But we're definitely going to lose at least 3 stamina. Let's hope to not lose more. Because we can't take care of this before... I would rather still deal with cut artery here, funny enough as it is this. Can I... Oh my... That actually killed me. I just lost a near 7-8% chance because of failing a strength check twice. Like, that's RNG. So... That being said, I could have... No, could I have? Didn't I get cut artery during Akamanto? Well, either way, I'll leave it up to you to decide if I should have been... Well, the safest play would have been to take Sailors next, knowing that I had cut artery, but... You know, there are a few players who are like, yeah, I can live with cut artery, and here I am. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I really should have survived that, but I rolled badly on strength twice. So this, if you want me to play with your strategies, do account for RNG, 90% RNG against the player. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Exquisite Taste back, by the way. And we'll move into our next run. So, RNG allowing, as we get into Katak Exquisite Taste, because I think future Jordan should, well, very, very near future Jordan should be putting timestamps on this video. Takshe-san, Light, Strength, Charisma, second encounter, and maybe a Dexterity check. But we're just taking like 3 stamina, 2 reason. The unfortunate part is we do want to put this, so no resting allowed means possible pain. Yeah, and we'll see. Kind of rewinding back a bit, though. Yeah, the run that you just saw is not normal for what happened to happen. So, yeah. And I mean, there was both good luck and bad luck. Let's just say that much. And we'll finally just focus on this run because, boy. Anywho. Yeah, but Haru, by the way, I guess we can start reviewing his perks in the second run. Really only 2 that you can really use. And I think even just 2 of the 3 or 4 that he has, I even forgot how much Haru had. Hold on. Festival, Eel, Vigil, Painting. We'll take Kana first. And let's do some stuff. So, knowing that I can't rest. Let's see. Haru's perks are CQC Training, Core Strength, Yakuza card, and I feel like there's one more. But really, 2 of them work for his own personal event that he gets now. And the other allows you to sell for funds to grab more cigarettes if you really get that chance. Usually you don't, but sometimes you do. And yeah, not much else to say. Core Strength is pretty consistent. It's 1 free damage, so you can run Kick Haru. And that's the other thing. Haru, if you didn't already run Haru with no weapons, you can definitely run him with no weapons now. That being said, when you run into his personal event and succeed in his personal event, I think you saw me fail that in the last run. But when you take that event, hey, turns out you get something better than Fists because it does extra damage. It does 1 more damage than Kick. On top of that, it also... That's right, we don't have Police Station. On top of that, it's quite a fast weapon, so you get to do some pretty cool things, like attack 6 times, if even more, if not more than that. Or you guarantee around 3 attacks at 12 damage. So you have a pseudo-katana on your hand in the form of a firearm weapon. That's all I'm trying to say. Actually, I should not have lowered Doom there. But I guess it's fine for the moment. I also haven't smoked a pack of cigarettes yet. That could have been very bad. But the gamble played off. That's another small Haru thing I'll talk about after making sure I didn't forget any of his pretty. Why did I think Yakuza card, Core Strength, and sorry, CQC Training. I thought there was one more that increases the damage of... No, it doesn't, right? No. Or is that CQC Training? I can't remember. But anyway, if we're going to go really quickly here, then yes, the order is prioritize Core Strength. Right after that, you can take anything you want. But usually you're just fishing for Core Strength. Why do I think there's something else? By the way, we didn't run into a single encounter here. All I did was take damage in the face, so... we could be in trouble here. We're just going to forget this, but never mind. We can't see because this event is happening in front of my face. If you die again, though, I'll just eat it. I'll just eat that, I guess. We didn't take rest, and really I shouldn't have. It's not like the cigarette case is the best thing, but it does a 2-for-1 here, in that if you don't want to visit the tree, because I've had some bad tree uses before, then you need to run prepared to get funds. Otherwise, you have to hope to sell weapons or something like that. And that also is pretty much more RNG than taking prepare and just hoping that you don't... Well, both are RNG. What am I talking about here? Anyway, I could take Festival to heal. I should take Festival to heal. Let's not take any risks here. Knowing that we don't have rest, which normally you would want to leave with characters, but hey, I probably should not have done this, but I'm going to do it. Stamina? We do need another pack of cigarettes at some point, so we'll trade the stamina there, and hopefully we get we will get the restless bonus, but hopefully we don't take too much damage. 6 charisma. Okay, good. And then Core Strength also helps out with no weapon Haru as well. Still have not run into a single enemy, by the way, so I'm sad, but Can we finally get this? No, rolled an 11. Like, I can't... At minimum, your RNG is around 50%, so I failed that event twice now. Nothing much else needs to be said. We have Kana, so we might as well just do 4 kicks. And we hope we hit 7 out of 8 kicks, which I can't hit because, hey, is that 80%? 6 out of 8? No. 75% accuracy on an 80% accurate action. But you know what? Again, it's not so well. I saw an 11 rolled in knowledge. Like, the other half of me, aside from a Haru video, is just RNG, so... You would think that because of this that I would be using more consistent strats more often, but no. If you watch almost, pretty much every other World of War player, they play with that knows what they're doing. They play with more consistent strats, and they have at least average RNG. Meanwhile, me using non-consistent strats with bad RNG. But I mean, hey, I don't mind being the bottom of the threshold barrel in terms of, hey, how badly can you perform? Not including human error, because human error, I don't really count that for things. Oh, also Irizumi. So yeah, there's Irizumi, which helps out with cigarette buying. It saves you 1 fun, but if that 1 fun is the difference between getting out of funds once or twice, it's not the most significant thing, but it's not exactly negligible change either. But you want core strength because that is going to be the best that you can get, especially if you accidentally get nicotine withdrawal for whatever reason. Then yeah, you'd want that extra point of damage if your kicks are going to be nerfed back down to 2. But let's take Vigil so we can at least get a weapon, but also just to get Vigil out of the way. I think we have 1 more out-of-town mystery, but for the moment, we'll be fine. This is not so great. I think the bite infected wound turns into dexterity perception, which immediately did, so I can check what it is. But yeah, so Haru has those 4 perks, and really you're fishing for core strength, but Yakuza card and or Irizumi are the ones you would take afterward. Probably in priority order, Irizumi and then Yakuza card, because usually, again, like I said, you're not visiting a shop in the middle of the run and the vending machine already gives you 1 extra or all of its slots immediately, because there are only 4 items in that quote-unquote shop. And then being able to sell another trait of an item being able to sell items you wouldn't normally be able to sell isn't something that you normally run into, unless you... I think there's 1 item that can be sold with Yakuza card that you can get if the requirements appear in your run, but normally you're not doing such a thing. I could opt to run here. We're not going to do that, so we're just going to kick into an Oblivion. And yeah, core strength, really useful there, because otherwise we'd have to do like 7 out of 8 kicks, I think. I kicked my chair for some reason. But, anywho, moving on. We'll do that, just so that we don't have to spend more Doom. At this point, though, I probably shouldn't have done... Do we want to do this? I'm going to do it. We have Kana with us, so I think we should be able to do this. That being said, I would rather do this. The accuracy is really hurting me there. More potential damage, but yeah, 55 or 65% accuracy. We'll see. Nice kicks, by the way. 50-50 on kicks so far. Let's see how good or bad our RNG is. In fact, we might even still die, but let's find out. I might have to throw the meat cleaver. This is 10 damage guaranteed. No, 12 damage guaranteed. And if not, I'm gonna just cut this, but no, it's 12 damage guaranteed. And let's see if we die to stamina, because I've seen in the past month more than a few cases of people being at 1 stamina or reason and just getting through 3 or 4 investigations back to back. So here I am asking myself for the same thing. I already failed the event. You're probably not going to see it again, so we're just going to take Outdoorsman because of luck. And we're actually going to heal stamina because we already have 8 strength. So hey, unless we get Frostlight Bite land right here. Oh my sweet goodness. Well, I was gonna say, if I didn't already imply it, I was like, oh, I just talked about having 8 strength. Let's not go to Frostbite Land, and then that happens. Yeah, I would like to use Protective Carvings. Unfortunately, we don't have the stamina yet, and I don't think we ever will. So, let's find out. Can I just take a risk here? I could. More luck. I was about to say, if I missed all 3 of those, I was gonna cry. But We should be perfectly well. 90% kick. I think I can guarantee this, but I'm just going to do this to be cool, funny. Anywho, let's get out of here. So yeah, in priority order, you're fishing for core strength. Let me just get back to what I was talking about. Then, usually, Irizumi, then Yakuza card, then the 4th perk. CQC training. Yeah, CQC training. CQC training jumps up in the priority list if you get the weapon from Haru's event, which I can't show you because I keep, you know, not... Things happen, so... Should I take painting? Everything that I've learned so far should tell me to take painting last, but we're going to take it now. It's not like I can rest anyway. I can visit the tree, but let's see if I lose 5 stamina from this hot garbage. Back-to-back investigations. And that's all I really have to say. Keeping in mind, I don't think we can run away, right? We're in Kathak? Yeah, we're in Kathak, so... Yeah, moving on. But outside of all of that, there are, after talking about the perks, we can get into some Haru-specific things. I already talked about a few things. It's a lot of things that add up over time, or that add up to your knowledge of a character, in this case being Haru. Things like scissors, being able to use the flashlight. Things like, hey, I'm on a 7th curse run, so I have funds to buy another cigarette, which saves you a lot of doom. So on and so forth, but there are some quite bad things. Exquisite Taste being one of them. If your RNG is bad. If your RNG is good, it's not negligible, but you'll feel the effects a lot less, because if you take Prepare and take Vending Machine, your cigarettes will carry you. If you instead... Oh, that's reason, really? I forgot. If you instead opt to rest and only work with 1 pack of cigarettes, but keep vending machines, you could get enough items and sell, or you could use Tree twice and be perfectly fine. We're on Kathak, so this is going to be absolutely dreadful, but hey. Is this worth it? I don't think it's worth it. I think I actually die here. Do I die here for this? Oh my goodness gracious. Well, fun times ahead. And in fact, I wanted to let go of Yoichi at some point. I guess we're going to send him at the ghost instead. And he did 1 damage. Like, RNG is really... I don't know what else to say. So we need 3 turns, about, and we don't have that. So... death is imminent, maybe? Unless I get a dodge. I might as well go. Should I just go for the dodge here? I was about to say, if I couldn't dodge here, I was going to be really sad. But... I think we're just going to throw everything we have for the sake of survival. Might even have to throw the meat cleaver. In fact, Sever Kick might be better. It is better, because it gets 6 damage. Yeah, so let's just actually... If we're going to do what I was going to do, let's actually throw the meat cleaver here. And then do Severs. Oh, wait. No, what? Anywho. I think we're out here, though. Yeah, we're close. Oh, we need to throw one more thing. Guess it's going to be Kana. Actually, I can brace. What am I talking about? Let's brace. Brace, Sever Kick. Why is my... I feel like I should have been doing more damage, but I guess I'm going crazy. Anywho. Basically, it was better to unequip my weapon if I was going to run into the Rumu Ghost. And I should have anyway, because anything I could run into, I could just kick anyway. But I failed a luck check, so it doesn't matter. You can't make this up, man. But yeah, Exquisite Taste kind of being a problem. It's not the biggest problem. I think there's something worse than that. Herald notwithstanding, because Herald means you might get more price hike if you don't buy your cigarettes immediately. But we'll also work with all perks, because that's fun as well. It's as all perks is as RNG as any other character, really. You could get Fast Swimmer and or Adrenaline, or you could just get a lot of perks that you don't need, really. But we will go with random perks. What was the thing? Exquisite Taste again? Let's just go Fatalist, because for a different backstory. That being said, so Fatalist is another one that can absolutely be oof if things don't allow. So as we get into Herald, Fatalist, all perk Haru. For example, especially if you don't know any of your mysteries, you don't get to buy another pack of cigarettes, which isn't the worst thing. Unless you get, like, footage first, then things can be very bad. But if you do have, like, something like footage first, usually you get the chance to go to the vending machines and, you know, get funds and stuff. So it's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, if you're stuck in a non-town mystery, basically, it can be a bit oof, because you might use cigarettes and not run into a single enemy. You might not choose to use the cigarettes early and run into an enemy with nicotine withdrawal, and then pain happens. Second encounter, strength, knowledge. This is for me as well to kind of theorize on about. Takushi-san, dexterity, maybe a second mystery. What am I going to do? I think we're just going to take 6 stamina damage, barring a dexterity increase into quick thinking. We do have the second encounter again, which I have not been remembering all this time, but at least we have every single sub-location. That's all I can really say at the moment. We get the library notes again, so give me a spell. Midasu Touch? Fine. I will still use this, but fine. Reason damage, but we get an extra point of strength means I can actually focus dexterity if I want to, just to do lighthouse stuff, but we'll see. But if you do know your mysteries in terms of the icons, so I know this is Recluse and I think this is Coma. So we'll take Coma first because I don't know if this is like Festival, Scissors, and Vigil, which means I don't get to visit the town at all. The same is true here, where I take this first, and if I have 4 out-of-town mysteries, then whatever cigarettes I have is all I'm going to get for the run, which, in this case, we're going to mess with the tree, just to see. Fungal Growth, not the greatest, but it's not bad. And then Blood Frenzy is interesting, because you can brace with Haru, but usually with Blood Frenzy, I like to have Protective Carvings or Kana. I guess we'll play around with this and see how good this is. This is, you know, a small little tick in terms of, is this better for Haru or is it not? I would say it's better because Haru can at least brace, but I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? I don't remember where we're going. We have Recluse into something. I totally forgot. So, let's see what we have. Maxed out level, Seaside maxed out level. We're actually going to change this real quickly, just to avoid any shenanigans. But I'm going to gamble on the existence of another town mystery. That will also grant us the brick really quickly, but really what we wanted to do is grab another pack of cigarettes, and away we go. What are we doing here? Bulletin? No, Coma, sorry, I'm going crazy. I would like a katana, that would be great, but otherwise, pain. So, I guess into the doctor's office we go. I would normally visit the nurse here because I would like to play with the funds. I guess that's why school nurse is my usual saved sublocation, so that I can just visit it when I get frostbite, but for the moment, we'll just gamble on this for the, for the moment. Did I use a pack of cigarettes yet? I didn't. Let's use it now, thinking that I'm gonna run into an encounter. And we'll smoke both of these. Smoke both of these. And see what happens. I should come out positive on most encounters. Right? With the power of the thing. Now, in Coma and Ward, if you know you're going to run into that event, you could save the frostbite. But hey. I should also check the illegal den. But I guess it's too late now. So we're going to set the trash can on fire. And hope we don't have Ward. Not that the threat level is at higher max, but any RNG is still RNG, right? I say as I roll a 12 on how many strength checks have I passed? I haven't been keeping count. All I know is, as a human being, that human beings usually look at the downside. Well, there we go. I passed the 1 strength check, at least, in this video. But, yeah, things. Anywho. I forgot what I was going to say, because I was kind of miffed that I didn't run into a single encounter. I could save these painkillers to sell, but we're not going to do that, so we'll just take 3 reason damage, get our Restless bonus, and get out. Blood Moon, but we're using kicks, so that's another small Haru positive. Or any character that can run kicks reliably. Arguably, you could say that for every character, but that... anywho. We'll take Recluse now. We have 9 reason, but... maybe. No, actually, Blood Frenzy is not going to help me here, so we actually want to get rid of it. Because we're going to take more damage, and we won't deal more damage. Unless it actually takes effect. Why do I not know this? Anywho, we'll take the Doom here. Also, the fact that I took Recluse means that I'm not using any of these cigarettes, so all things considered, I could have saved a lot more cigarettes. In fact, I may have had enough cigarettes for the entire run. But I didn't know I was going to not run into a single enemy. Literally, 1 enemy with nicotine withdrawal can make the difference, by the way, between you being in a lot of pain and possibly losing the run, and that, really. That's all I need to say about that. Can I get these funds? No, because I rolled a 10 on luck. Because here is when you would smoke the cigarettes. Again, so a really, really small optimization is if, for whatever reason... you are not going to be actually fighting any encounters, what you could do is take Recluse second and then smoke all your cigarettes at this point of the mystery. Because if you don't run into any encounters like I did, specifically, or you escape from any encounter that you run into and you only escape from one encounter, then it is more optimal to save your cigarettes. That way you're spending less doom or HP. You're spending less HP doing stuff. But anywho, is this worse? I think this is better. I thought this is better. Let's find out. Not that I have anything else going for me at the moment, but hey. But yeah, literally could have saved at least 8 cigarettes. I don't think I even smoked them. Yeah, because then my cigarette count would be lower. So I did kind of make efficient use of whatever. Oh, I have a brick in my hand. That's why I'm not as fast as I think. So I think we're actually just going to throw this brick and get out. I got scared for a moment thinking I didn't actually deal enough damage. I don't know if Sever updates in the same turn that you throw your weapon, but whatever the case, we got out. So, that being said, hey, improvise into discipline. I mean, I know my strength checks here and there. I should heal reason for all intents and purposes, but let's find out. We still have bats, so it's not like our reason is terribly low, but now we go into mysteries, and our first mystery is ramen. Which now I can opt to do a thing, but I'm going to keep the stuffed toy just in case a thing happens. We don't need to get rid of fungal growth yet. But we do need another pack of cigarettes somewhere. We have like 25% doom. I could do a thing. I'd have to decide by the end of this as I roll 11 on a luck check. But, you know, maybe things work out. Just maybe. We're going to spend the doom healing reason here, by the way. But let's do 3 more investigations. Because, yeah, you do 3 apartment investigations in Ramen and then 4 in the downtown area. Do I believe in this? I'm just going to do it. 50-50. Okay, good. That could have gone very badly, but gambler's fallacy, right? I was doing so badly on RNG in general. Something had to go right. Also, if this is a gruesome totem, we get this. Otherwise, no, you'd have to run from a lot of encounters to actually get your monies back. And in fact, I don't even know if you can. Still, though, do I want to pop in here? No, that's a waste of doom, right? Because I just want to prepare for cigarettes. That's the safest move, in my opinion. It may not be the safe... Well, no. Let me rephrase that. It's a safe move, but it may not be the safest move is what I'm trying to say. Another brick would have been appreciated, but there's not a high chance that that happens. So, barring a bulletin tragedy on top of a footage tragedy, we should have enough cigarettes to last. A period. That's the end of the sentence. But otherwise, Haru is pretty strong. I wouldn't say he's average. I think he's, like, above average, in my opinion. But, you know, you could always persuade me otherwise. Lowest, at minimum, though, he's probably average on a tier list. But, hey, he does need some... You do need to know what you're doing, though. So, that's why you can take points off as well. Why did I take that reason damage, by the way? I should have known better than that. But, hey... But definitely at the beginning of World of Horror's early access cycle, Haru was definitely bottom 3, if not bottom, because boy, getting cigarettes, it was so bad. So it's time to tell stories with old Jordan. But as we go into Metamorphosis on our 4th mystery here, oh, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, I used a different strategy as Haru. So what I did, and this is before Harbinger came out, so in a way it wasn't too bad, but I guess that's why I could use the strategy I did, which was to not smoke any cigarettes early on, and basically try to gauge my cigarette use so it lasts all the way through the end of the run. So basically, I smoke cigarettes in-game later, and I don't use anything at the beginning. Now, obviously, I changed that depending on... Oh my goodness! A 13 strength outcome. But anyway, I save my cigarettes. So if I have 2 cigarettes, I probably smoke them on the 3rd mystery. If I do not... If I only have 1 pack of cigarettes, then I smoke the last cigarette probably near the end. So I take a boss mystery 4th. As funny as that is to say, because now I take boss mysteries earlier, but you get the point. I take boss mysteries 4th, and right before the boss I smoke cigarettes, and that should last me near the entire run. Sometimes it doesn't, because obviously you have Takushi-san. But Takushi-san is usually not as much of an issue. But hey, anything. Oh, second sight, by the way. Thank goodness. I probably should have healed Reason there, but hey, 50% Doom near the end of my 4th mystery, and barring a good mansion where event where I could lower Doom by 3, would be appreciated, but you know what? Yeah, maybe I should have healed Reason. Especially since I'm taking Reason penalty damage, but... Yeah, this could be very bad. I'm gonna take Doom damage here. Because I'm taking 2 reason per brace now. I think I've made a mistake. I made a terrible mistake. What this means is now I need to trade off 2 stamina for a reason. I should have rested, all things considered, but too late now. So we brace here. Ugh. I think we need to do a... So let me just... Oh, I can't even do 3 kicks. Well, hey. Are we dead here? I'm gonna inch as close as I can. But I'm pretty sure we're in a bad way. Let me just make sure I'm not doing... Let's actually make this as hype as possible and not get myself killed by trading 2 reason instead. But this should last me another turn. My next question, no, it's probably no, right? This is 12. No, I can do 3 kicks. Never mind, I lied. What are our odds? Our odds are, and this perfectly kills because this is 6 damage per kick. 6 times 3 is 18. He has 18 HP left. But the odds are, let me just pull out the calculator because this could be the end of the video. 64% times 80. So pretty much 50-50. 51.2% chance of hitting this. Do I hit this? Do I believe in my RNG? I shouldn't, but let's find out. I missed. No! But hey, that's the video. I guess I'll put the end screen here. That's what near future Jordan can do. Hey, I main Haru proceeds to die. That's all I mean, if you watch through this video, then yeah. But I won't say much more, just in case you skip to the 3rd run and now are interested in the 1st and 2nd run. But yeah, without further ado, in about like 13 hours, I'll be doing a tier list, so I gotta do stuff for that. And yeah, that was me. It's mostly a me thing. All things, I should have rested before that boss there, but hey. So yeah, I guess I'll see you then. If you have any comments, criticisms, questions, feel free to shoot them in the comment section down below. Otherwise, yeah, you know where to reach me if you want to, and I'll just leave you to it. I won't take up more of your time. Thank you for watching. Bye!